Well, seeing where we're kind of on the subject of patch notes, let's actually move on to that segment. This week, Bungie announced that Trials is being delayed. And that's actually a really positive thing. And the reason it's being delayed is because this week during Iron Banner, they discovered that hunters can basically have infinite super.
Yep.
So it kind of ruined week 1 of Iron Banner, that and the lag. And they obviously could not launch Trials this weekend with that huge problem in multiplayer. And they also announced that they're adjusting Nightfalls.
Yep.
And the Black Spindle also got patched out this week. So, Jose, starting with the Black Spindle thing, what was the point you wanted to make?
Just that I got a 310 Black Spindle, and once the news came out that Bungie was going to was patching it so that it would be back to 290. So remember, when you got it on the initial drop, it was 310, and if you bought it through the kiosk, you got a 300 version. So that was a bug. We all know that. So I took that 310 and did what everyone did, infused it into something else because you got a 310 right there. And it was also buying 300 Black Spindles for infusions on any specials because that's a smart thing to do. I mean, if you didn't do it, like, sorry. And I almost felt, too, like the damage was done, like Bungie, no offense, but this thing dropped at 310, maybe patched the kiosk so it was 280, but why take that away?
That's true.
Yeah, like I feel like the infusion damage was put in. Like you don't have to change.
And it's not like you could farm. I mean, you could get 3 of them, but...
Maybe, but it could have just been the way that it worked. Like they reset the base of it or whatever, which maybe trying to separate the two instances was a problem.
So what I did for science was infuse it into something else, infuse that into something else. And so I bought a 300 that was going to go down to 280 and infused that up to 310. With all this odd recipe of infusions I'd done. And when I woke up the day of the patch, it was a 290 Black Spindle again. And that shouldn't have been, I don't think, the case. If you did the math on the stuff that I sacrificed.
But you infused something that was getting reset. There's your problem. So you
well, no. If you infused the Black Spindle at 310, you weren't going to be penalized for that.
No, they never said that. They said if you infuse it into other weapons, we're not going to chase that stuff down. So meaning they never clarified. Yeah, this is the conversation I had with a lot of people.
It went into something else that went into something else that then went back into Black Spindle.
But
just
still,
Black Spindle was getting patched across the board.
But the Black Spindle.
I see what you did.
Yeah, I tried to do it to see if I would wake up and it was still 310. And no.
It was a good experiment, but I talked to people about this specific thing because they're like, I did this and this. I'm like, but they're resetting Black Spindle. They said it. I'm like, aren't you worried that you just wasted that?
I just lost 20
because they wasted their 310 into a 300, like you were talking about. And I was like, they're going to reset it. It was just a guess. I didn't know, but they did. So it sucks.
They said they
were going to do it.
Yeah,
so you can't blame them.
It was a bummer.
The fact that you tried to
I'm not upset about this. I tried to game the system and I lost. That's cool. Now go after those Graviton forfeit losers who are doing Shadow Shot 100 times. And hey, do something about Sunbreakers because they are too powerful.
Yeah. So
Sunbreaker Titans.
In the patch notes, they're taking a look at Sunbreaker Titans. That's what they're saying.
They said Sunbreakers. That didn't say anything else. They just said they're taking a look at it. Yeah.
That's all they said. Yeah. Because a lot of people are saying they're too powerful. Shadow Shot's ridiculous with, I don't know what the combo is that you need to do that, but it did ruin Iron Banner. I played Iron Banner for the first day. Let's start with that because that's not being fixed. Well, the Shadow Shot is, not Iron Banner though. What did you think of the new Iron Banner?
I didn't get to play it, so I defer to you guys.
Got it.
I'm going to let you lead off because this is my first time participating in Iron Banner. Okay. Year one, I stayed away from a lot of PvP.
Jeez.
So I thought it was fine.
I'm going to play some this weekend, but yeah, no, I was just really busy.
I thought it was fine, but one thing I didn't like was the new drop system where they're like, oh, you're going to get new stuff. Like, I got the sash, but I didn't get any purple drops. I didn't see my friends getting purple drops.
But you have to get to level 2.
Yeah, I hit level 2.
Yeah,
I hit rank 2 also. I haven't witnessed a drop outside of a class item.
Yeah,
Iron Banner class item. So I'm
so maybe it's
confused.
like as you rank up, but like I don't think they made it clear enough. They're like, we fixed it. You're gonna get all your loot through the Iron Banner, and
or if not, go to Lord Saladin.
Or if not, go to Lord Saladin. But it's just like, well, that's not happening in any way.
It sounds like it needs some balancing. Like it wasn't like totally broken though, right? You just expected maybe more, but
it's not broken. I just don't think they were clear with their messaging about how it's going to work. And also, you go to Lord Saladin, and he just looks like empty. Like there's like 5 things there now.
Oh, he's empty inside. The guy's not had a friend. Like
that's why
the
he doesn't come around.
So intimidating. You can't sit down to a drink and dinner with the guy. He's like this fiery plate behind him the whole time.
Like, so do you like the steak? Like, is it good?
He's got a pulse rifle if you're interested.
Yeah.
But just before this gets away, there's also been some weird lag issues with Iron Banner, even on the kills front, like where I swear I got that kill and really then it's popping way later.
I had a ton of networking issues where like lag would play a huge part.
And was part of this from, though, they haven't improved and are testing some of the tools. I don't know if were those live. So they're working on, people who are trying to game the system and cause lag. But now there's more tools in there, I think. But they were saying they're still refining it.
Sure.
I got the impression that maybe that's what caused some of this.
If that's ruining your major event, Iron Banner, that's a problem.
Of course, but meaning I think they're still refining some of these tools that has, maybe caused part of this.
No, I agree. And I got to say, like, as someone who's coming to Iron Banner fresh, like, did not care for PvP in year 1, I'm having a great time. I mean, sure, I'm playing with randos a lot, which, you're spinning the dice on that one, right? You must like Vegas if you play with rando Calrissian, or you just don't have a dedicated team yet.
Yeah.
But
I had a really good crew for the live show.
Yeah, you did. And that was really fun to watch. Even that really fun moment where you threw
the hammer,
the Sunbreaker hammer, and it was like, for fun. Pop! Someone died like across the map.
We both enjoyed that quite a bit. Sorry, whoever I hit.
Yeah, you're now internet famous. Yeah. I do want to get back to the point, like, props to Bungie for delaying trials because of this shadow shot nonsense. Like, I'm really glad that they just said, okay, this is not happening. Let's figure this out. They do, though, need to figure out what's happening with Xur, because I woke up to Xur this morning and still felt the massive disappointment.
What did he have?
Did
he have 3 of coins? Oh, please say yes.
He had 3 of coin. He had the new material that's needed for the exotic gear reroll. And he had Hereafter, a legacy. So he had a weapon for the first time. He hasn't sold
I need the
exotic weapon. So Hereafter is up for sale, but I already had it.
Yeah, I don't. So that's
legacy,
actually good for me.
The legacy engram is still there.
Great.
The stag, and then the 2 others.
He sold the stag day 1, didn't he?
No.
Yeah.
No. Oh, I've been waiting on the stag. So yeah.
I got
you
the
guys
stag from
clearly.
Engram.
Wait, you're not. What are you? Are you Titan, Jose?
No, I'm actually everything. So
Okay.
I have
But you must not play your
now.
Warlock as much, or maybe you just got the good drops. But both, like, that's a great lineup from Xur for me, because I don't have Hereafter,
good.
and I've been waiting on Stag.
All right, yeah.
So I think
don't
it
have Hereafter
depends on your drops.
I need help with determining if Hereafter is worth my time. Right now, it just sounds like a gun that.
Everybody who's used it loves it.
Okay, that's cool, because I'm attached to my black
They're
Spindle.
like, man, I really like this.
Okay, cool. It sounds like I like the design of it. And it sounds like you pop the bass speaker whenever you fire it. It just and I'm really glad that they're experimenting with specific sounds for guns.
Yeah.
So I don't mean to dismiss like that gun's not good. It's just more it wasn't. I already have it. So Xur has nothing for me this week but 3 of coin.
Yeah, I think you're almost speaking more.
Sounds like he has a bunch of stuff for me. I can't wait to sign on.
Okay.
I get the feeling it's almost just sort of the gear in general, Jose, is like you don't even know what you want, but you want it to feel special, right? Like, and I think that's kind of maybe a missing piece right now. Like, the gear's good.
No, gear's been great.
It's great.
I'm having,
but that's the thing. You have a lot of great gear, and you've got to quest for it, which is another thing. So you're not waiting for Touch Malice to show up.
Nope, I'm waiting.
So they've removed, They've removed that component from Xur. Like, I know where to go for this stuff. Yeah.
I still don't.
I think the 280. Sorry, we're colliding left and right here. We apologize for that, but no. And I think the 280 stuff, the distinction between the 280 stuff that he sells and the 290 stuff that drops, is really smart, because there's a difference between Xurring and earning. Like, that's fine. It was just nothing for me, and that's okay. You guys should jump on it though, because there's some good stuff. Then I retract my previous statements.
I still don't like how 3 of coins works. Like, I used it a bunch this week, and like, I'd get drops, but it'd be like the same thing I already have. Something that Bungie said wouldn't happen as much because the new algorithm leans heavily towards something you don't have. Well, then stop giving me the same chest piece and helmet every time I get a drop. It's really frustrating.
Yeah.
It is weird. So Hunter Gauntlets, Don't Touch Me, and no backup plans for Titans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you can grab that. I didn't go for Don't Touch Me because I already have them from year 1, and I'm just going to buy them with marks because I want to save my strange coins for more 3 of coin. I've had some good luck with 3 of coin though. In its defense, I think it's just a matter of knowing when to use it.
I did when I farmed it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, but you guys just being impatient. It's like 20% of the time, or a little less maybe, you will get a drop. But then you're getting some repeated drops. And
the fact that it's repeated is what's bothering me. I mean, and then there was that one time where like it took 10 drops until I got a drop. Like, it was really weird.
Yeah, but we talked about that last week. Like, you were really mad because you did 10 drops. You should have gotten 2 drops. But like on that, like, okay, it's supposed to be 20% of the time. You just missed it, so you got one of the 2.
I don't like how it works because it's not a clear mechanic. It's just like, hey, you use this, maybe you'll get something.
But it's
like,
supposed to be that. It's a percentage of the time, and like, had you done 2 more, you would have probably got the other one.
It's like a slot machine. You put your money in, and you're like, maybe you get to spin this time. No, not this time.
I think what's interesting is it's sort of.
I think it's fine.
It's a modified version of what you experienced at specific chests in year one. Like, you know how everyone was farming checkpoints in year one just for a chance at an exotic pull?
That's a great way
You have a chance at an exotic pull whenever you pop one of these things.
It's the Gorgon.
You have a chance, like I said, though, it's like a chance to pull the machine. Like, you put your money in.
No, it's a fair point.
No, you don't get to pull.
Yeah, no, and that's okay.
Yeah.
I've been very...
That's how I feel it is.
I've been very lucky on the RNG front. I grabbed your phone. My phone's right here.
I'm like, what's he doing?
Oh, he's lucky.
No, I've been very lucky, though, in my application of the 3 a coin. Lately it's been kind of it hasn't been great for me, but I've gotten enough stuff that I don't feel too bad about that stuff. I think what's catching my attention more is I feel like there's way too many exotic primaries these days. I feel like I want more specials and heavies, and I'm just not getting
3 of those
any
are
luck.
class specific.
Yes, so I'm just trying to see how to get around that.
So this segment's supposed to be talking about the stuff Bungie did right this week and kind of giving them props on the trials hold, and Iron Banner seems good. Still needs a little bit of a tweak, but one final thing is that they are looking at Nightfall. They do realize that it's awful.
They recognize, they say, you know what, didn't work out how they wanted.
Arc burn on the arc burn on Fallen Saber, and it's like, really, like, come on.
I got the Warlock helmet, so I was happy.
You did it? Was it okay? I saw everybody in Reddit is just like, so I'm not doing that.
I mean, people they got to patch the cheese on the Saber strike, perhaps.
What's the Saber cheese?
The one where you go through the geometry and you stand under the map under the Saber.
Oh, really?
I
didn't know you could do that.
You go hide.
Well, that Warsat part sucks if you get ogres.
I know a guy who did it. And
you know a guy who knows a guy?
I know a guy who knows a guy. Right. Yeah. Sure, I mean, cheese is for the weak, first of all. Yeah. But in the Fallen Saber's case on Nightfall, I don't blame you. Like, it's okay, I guess, right now.
Anyway, good stuff. Thank you, Bungie. Very happy with that. I'm glad you like the Nightfall. I saw it was Arc, and I'm just like, maybe I'm...
Wait, you're being sarcastic about the Arc?
No, I also had
no, it's Arc Burn on Fallen Saber.
I know, you're just being sarcastic about the way they set up Nightfall, or that they're going to fix it.
He just doesn't like the Saber Strike with Arc.
Oh, that's what I was asking.
Yeah. No, dude, they're fixing the Nightfall, which is great. It means they're listening to fan feedback, and they're hearing that, like, we don't like this, you know.
And what I was trying to do is draw back to that topic. We don't know what it'll be yet, though, and we don't know.
Yeah. All they said is that they're looking at it and they're going to fix it.
Yeah, so hopefully that works out.
They'll fix it. We don't know that we're going to like the fix, but that's what
I did want to point out, I mean, we're on, just past week 4 or something here? Like, I mean, you've got a ways to go with this game. Like, this is like the worst part about it is, like, we like to play it so much, and then it becomes like, there's nothing left to do, and you've already played it for 150 hours. But
to point out one last thing, and I'm sorry, because I know we need to move on, but the patch notes for this week, lowering the Strange Coin economy felt really weird.
That's dumb.
The weapon part.
I'm worried about this. And weapon parts. I'm thirsting
I never
for the
have
weapon parts. I don't either.
It's actually one of my most hated experiences.
I have tons of armor material. I have armor material coming out the yin yang, but I don't have a single weapon part. And every time I get some, I'm able to get one bubble, and then the wait begins again.
Yeah.
And their comment on it actually tells me that the way weapon parts kind of it's a little broken, because meaning for some people they have way too much, and for others they have none.
Well, I have way too much from year 1.
I know,
but that's the only reason I'm okay.
But I think, and I saw this on Reddit, and I'm sorry I'm not crediting who said this, but someone started a thread talking about, wouldn't it be great if there was someone you could go to, or even the gunsmith, and you give him the armor materials and you can trade them for weapon parts. I think that would help sort of even this out.
I think them fixing the drop rate problem is the ideal situation. Just adding another vendor where you can do item swaps again, like they did with the speaker.
I mean, there's way too much currency getting traded left and right at the tower. I'm not going to lie. But
the currency, having 20 different types of currency that people need to collect and then changing it with every DLC release, it's like, really?
Yeah, but that's an iterative process. Like, I mean, they have changed it. So they are... they're trying.
Yeah, they did change it. Now we don't need. Now it's a light. Like lights the material that you're.
Yeah, but I still feel like it's in pretty good shape. But
it is in really good shape.
Strange Coins, I'm actually a lot lower on, because I never went through like 3 characters every week on everything, and like some people did that, so they have a ton.
Destin.
All I get is Strange Coin drops on the Nightfall, so I'm fine.
And it's funny that I actually like that from the Nightfall. I've always liked Strange Coin drops because they were short for me. I do because I'm short on them.
What if you could say, what do you want to drop from the Nightfall? And you could choose what dropped.
Hey, actually, maybe there's something there. Actually,
Yeah.
is like, but see, it should figure that out for you, right? But
It's like he has
like, which
300
path-
strange coins. Do you think he needs another 12? Let's give him another 12.
yeah.
Just before we move on, I want to say you two are my favorite people. Let's keep going.
Go ahead.
What's the next thing?